Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 152. So, first off, you guys, I want to thank you so much for all the well wishes and the get well soon messages last week. I think the heat and everything of dealing with the AC being out upstairs and spending 20 hours on the phone between insurance and warranty and repair company and having to call my own company out for 2 weeks. I think it just kind of all hit me last week, and I just didn't have it in me. I had no energy. I was feeling sick to my tummy. So thank you so much for bearing with me. I don't really have that much to show for the time off. I did finish something that I'll share next week, but it's in the process of blocking right now, so I can't share that. I have been kind of slowly having a little mini blocking party though. I got these two pieces blocked finally. One is from 2020 and the other one is from 2019, I believe. I finished the blue shawl actually right before we moved to Charlotte, I think. And the scarf was part of the Mary Maxim review when I was doing the monthly subscription boxes with Mary Maxim. So it is, I wonder if I left my lotion over here yesterday. It is something getting done. But I do have my new shawl blocking. I'm very excited about that. You guys have seen it in a WIP video in the past, so I'm excited to share that with you. I do have the stack of shawls that I did back in March and April for Lent. I do have those still to block. I have a couple pieces that need to be steam blocked that I did last year, so there will be a lot of blocking in my near future. I'm kind of trying to do it like one piece at a time and trying to stay on top of my blocking. So as far as the saga of the air conditioner goes, we did finally get that fixed last Friday. I am filming this today, the day this is going up. Hopefully this is Thursday. So, it's been back on for a week. Yesterday, the electrician was out to check it. Next week, the county inspector will be out to make sure everything was done correctly. So it's still not over. I still have these weird huge chunks of my day where I can't settle into anything, and it's starting to wear on me a little bit mentally, to be honest. But we called our warranty company. They send out an HVAC repair guy. He's like, oh yeah, you're down 2 pounds of Freon. That's why your unit's overheating and overtaxing the electrical system. If it goes out again, it's electrical. It goes out 30 minutes after he leaves. 2 days after that, we get an electrician out here. He's like, your breaker's fine. It's your unit. Your unit's dead. It's on its last legs. And when I call because 30 minutes after he leaves, the breaker trips again. I call the warranty company back, and this is like Thursday afternoon, and I'm like, hey, yeah, so that didn't fix it. Like, we still have a broken AC. I'm now down $300. What are we going to do? And they're like, yeah, we'll get somebody back out there tomorrow. And they call the electrician back out. And it's like, so Saturday, it got up to 93 in the house, and then upstairs, the next day, it was 95 upstairs. And Tuesday and Wednesday, these are days where like the high is 95 to 97. Tuesday and Wednesday, our highs were going to be over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So like we're in this like mad push to get something done here and on top of all this, I'm trying to get together with Erica because Erica had something for me for the winners of my make along, and I really needed to get those prizes sent out, which, by the way, ladies, we will have those out hopefully tomorrow or Monday, depending on what happens this weekend. I have a wedding to go to this weekend that I'm kind of like scurrying to figure out what we're doing, what the plan is. But yeah, so like it's been bedlam here. But it's like I'm trying to get together with Erica for breakfast. It's like I can't even leave the house for 30 minutes just to go run in town to meet her for breakfast Because every time I think I've got this settled, or every time I think nobody's coming, I get a call going, we're going to be there sometime during the day after 8 o'clock. And it's like, what, are you coming at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., or 6 p.m.? Like, what? So I'm stuck in a holding pattern. I can't rest, can't relax, can't get into anything, can't really do anything, because at any given notice, I've got to be able to drop what I'm doing and go run out and deal with something else. So it was a very, very taxing couple of weeks. And we finally got our own repair guy out here. We just said, forget it. We'll fix this ourselves. We'll have this done ourselves. And hey, like, I know nothing about electricity really, other than like, when something says X, like, you don't do anything other than what it says to do. And so our unit was only supposed to be pulling down like 25 amps. And at start, it was pulling down 28 and steadily into 29 to 30 once the machine got settled in. No wonder it's flipping the breaker. It's overtaxing the breaker. The breaker was doing exactly what it's supposed to do. When something is trying to take too much electricity, it shuts itself off so nothing gets burned out or catches on fire. The electrical system was fine. And it took 5 seconds to get that diagnosis from our repair guy. But it took another 4 days to get a replacement unit. And it took 2 days to do the install, because all of a sudden, I mean, great for my house. It stayed a little bit cooler, but we had these massive thunderstorms. I mean, we had uprooted trees and everything all over town. I don't know if Erica said anything in her video in the last week about the storms last week, but I mean, they were brutal on the southern edge of Charlotte. So, and she lives just over the state line in South Carolina on that side, on the east side. So it like, things will come up and hit her first, or they'll swoop down and hit her from here. So like, and even Friday, as they finished wrapping everything up, I'm handing them the check for the new unit. Like, it starts pouring on rain. Like, we have another out of nowhere thunderstorm. It said no rain, no rain, no rain. And then, so yeah, it's been just, and like I said, even this week, we have air conditioning, thank goodness. I don't think we have any property damage or personal property damage. I do think I'm going to have the piano service, though, because I do think the humidity, I think we have some sticking keys from the humidity, so I might have to call them in, but that's not going to be a big deal. That's going to be an inexpensive, we need to do it anyway. We've had it for a year in the house. It's settled in the house, so like, we need to have it serviced anyway and just have it retuned and stuff, so. But yeah, like, even this week, we have the unit in, but I'm getting phone calls, and I've got to start the claims process with our warranty company to be reimbursed for part of this. So it's like, and on top of all that, I'm still dealing with the saga of the trash company, because we canceled one service and got a new service. We have 3 services that we can choose from here, because they don't do tax county trash pickup or city trash pickup here. So there are 3 private companies we can choose, or we can haul our trash down to the dump. Unfortunately, it's out of county, and it's a lot of money to pay for the out of county, blah, 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 blah. It's like about the same to have your trash picked up every week. And so like, my company in December stopped picking up my trash. So I had trash for like, there was 3 weeks in a row where our trash wasn't picked up. And now, like, one of the neighbors that I walk with, one of my friends, she's gone 4 weeks without her trash being picked up. And she's like, I don't know what to do, because like, we're hitting, like, they don't pick up trash that's not in the trash can. And what am I going to do? Like, I'm at that point, I'm overflowing trash. Like, I'm about to start overflowing trash. And what do I do? And like, sometimes they'll come back out, sometimes they won't. When we were walking this morning, we realized they missed 2 entire streets worth of pickup this week. So it's like, this is why I left them. This is why I switched companies. And now they're still trying to bill me for the new quarter. So like, I'm on the phone with them, like, I canceled your service. Like, it's not my fault you didn't pick up your cans, but you haven't been servicing my address now for 2 months. Oh, well, we everything just got confused in the system. Billing had already sent out a month early by the time you cancel. And it's like, but why am I still having to call you to deal with this. And I know like all these are like normal adulting things, but these are on top of like normal adulting things for me, which I already like. I laugh when people think I have my stuff together, because the truth is I'm just a giant ball of anxiety. I'm like a little chihuahua running around inside of a human skin, and it's just, so we're hitting that threshold of like, I'm gonna pop off on somebody. But I did finally get to see Erica last week. I did get to have breakfast with her on Tuesday, and that was wonderful. I got to catch up with her and see her and have a good meal and everything. Oh, Furls is texting me. Today is Furl's birthday. Go to their website and see if there's something fun, if they've got some fun discount going. I did get to catch up with her. I did get the last part of the prizes. Well, the next to the last part of the prizes. The last part of the prizes did come in the mail on Saturday. So I do now have everything ready to go. I just need to wrap everything up and get it sent out to our winners. Speaking of the veneer, where people think I have my stuff together, either Saturday or Tuesday, I've got 2 videos planned that I'm still going to try to get filmed today. One is my Hobby Lobby haul, which is like next to nothing. And I'm going to include with that a scrapbook.com purchase that I just made. So that will be one video that comes out probably Tuesday, but I think on Saturday I'm going to do the video talking about, it'll be a crafty chat, like part 1 of probably 2 or 3, where I talk about being effective with your crafting time and steps that you can take to being effective with your crafty time. These are things people comment on very regularly on my videos. Oops. And I kind of just want to have a conversation with you guys and talk to you like in one spot about how I do it. Because I don't think I'm that put together. But I live in the reality of my skin. So anyway, my little scan, I've spent 12 minutes. I haven't shown you a single crafty thing. So I do have an acquisition I want to share with you guys before it gets lost on my desk. I absolutely love this stamp. This is just a rubber stamp. Get a load of this garbage. And this is from snigglesloth.com. Absolutely think it's adorable. So I did want to share that with you guys. I have no idea how much I'm going to use that and where I'm going to use it, but I want to use it all the places, especially when I pay bills manually. As per usual this year, I do have some squares to share with you guys, but at least I have 3 of the granny squares again. So this is one of those self-replicating yarns that keep showing up in my stash. I am hoping and praying, wishing and hoping that this is the end of it, because this is the yarn that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some jerk decided to give it to me, and it just keeps going and going. I'm sure like somebody knew when they gave me the first ball of that this was the beginning of the end. It's like the LSU Color Super Saver yarn. Somebody said it just shows up. No matter how many times they get rid of it, more just shows up. And then we got this one. So last count, I had 56 granny squares in my box. So this will take me up to 59. And in my, and I can take a quick picture of that and show it to you. Let you see where my tote is. So we're about halfway full on the tote. Last count on the corner to corner squares, I had 106 in that basket. And I'll do a count on these. So the granny squares are 10 round granny squares using worsted weight scrap yarn or single ball yarns out of my stash that I'm just trying to get rid of, just worsted weight acrylics. I'm using a size I hook and they're 10 round grannies. The corner to corner, same thing. These are just smaller scraps, except for this Red Heart Brights, which did not work as a granny square, so I just did C2C out of it. Also, worsted weight scraps, all acrylic. Primarily, they are Red Heart and Impeccable, Loops and Thread Impeccable scraps, but that's not all that's in there. Like these were like a Peyton's acrylic. Size eye hook, 10 rows on these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 14 squares. So I got another 14 of these done, plus 3 of these. And I think in my basket for next week's video, because I am trying to just like, even if I can't film a week in advance, I can at least have my baskets ready a week in advance. That way, if I have an unproductive week, I still have something to share, maybe. Maybe. I do have a couple, obviously a couple more blocks. But I do have a non-block FO in here. I have not woven in the ends on this. This is the Diamond Shawlette, and this is using the 3rd month of my ALC subscription box. This is Braless by 9. This is the DK weight yarn. I absolutely love how this turned out. It is cute. It is light. It is bright and bold. It is 100% a Carrie color. I do, and I'll put it in the iCard somewhere in the corner. I'm not sure. I can never remember if I flip or not from what I'm seeing on my end. But anyway, I will put in the iCard the final wrap up of this subscription box. I loved it. I mean, let's be honest. I loved it. It's a very well planned box. It's very well thought out. And the yarns are just so mean. All 3 months were just so mean. And I really enjoyed picking projects to go with this. So I'm working, the 2nd month I did a Mexican Mentaleta by Entrelac Cat. I cannot remember her actual name, but I am working on another Mexican Mentaleta using a 2019 Knit Crate yarn. It's the chainette yarn that came in lilac or a soft blush coral. So we're revisiting projects again. I am so excited though. I really love that. I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of wear out of that. Oddly enough, like we had like 2 weeks when I was filming the final wrap up and working on stuff where first thing in the morning, it was already hot. And now we're back to it being like 63 when I leave for my walk in the morning. Now, I know I'm leaving with sunrise. I'm leaving between 6 and 6:30 every morning, but even still, why is it so cold? I've had to go get jackets and wear jackets in the morning. Now, by the time I get back, of course, you know, like I've got the jacket around my waist and everything else, but still, like, what's going on? Absolutely bonkers. So yeah, I'm really focusing that for the next week. I will really be focusing on the Mexican Mentaleta. We have date night tonight. We're going to go see a movie. So I'm going to be taking my granny square bag with me, and part of the time I'm sure I will end up crocheting because I don't have to watch my hands when I make granny squares. So I have a feeling that part of the time I will be crocheting in the dark, and I have no problem crocheting in the dark granny squares. So yeah, I will be taking that with me tonight. Also, if I decide to put a sugar-free treat down there, I can hide it under the yarn, and they're not going to see that I'm smuggling in sugar-free candy, because they don't sell sugar-free candy. And if they do, they sell the stuff that makes you sick to your tummy, and that's not good. I have some stuff that I can actually eat and not get sick. So yeah, that's our plans for tonight. But I really want to work on the Mexican manteleta. I am also really trying to focus on my hexagon blanket that I started last year and trying to get that done just because I want that tote out of my floor. I want to start getting these projects done so I don't have so much stuff sitting around. I do want to spend some time down here working. Oh, I did. I made a card. This is just a one-off card. I made it using the Summer Dreams Echo Park collection designed by Danny Mogstad. So, I mean, I didn't really use a whole lot. It's just a paper kit that I have. Well, I'm to show you the cover piece, though. I'm not sure how long this has been in my stash. This could have been one of the ones that I got in the warehouse box last year, or this could have been one of the ones that I picked up on a clearance sale somewhere. Oh, that's the scrap that I used. I'll just stick it in there. But I did use, you know, a couple of the stickers and some of the paper. So I'm excited that I at least got something done. That is to go out to my cousin's kids because in this big, like, I have stuff to send out. I have a package I need to send to my mom. I have a package I need to send to my aunt. I have a package that I need to send out to 2 winners for my make-along. I have a package I need to send to my brother. So, yeah. But this was just to make a card telling the kiddos I hope they enjoy their blankets. And sorry I didn't get it to them when that was still cold. I'll put this up later. But that is a different finished object that I was able to get done. I just sat down and made a card in one afternoon when it was too hot to go upstairs. So I just sat down here and made a card. It was probably like last Wednesday or something. But yeah, I would like to get finished the Halloween cards that I already have in the stack. And maybe then start looking at what I have left in that paper stack and maybe doing something else with what's left over. June is almost over. I'm thinking about doing something kind of fun and different for the month of July. But I don't want to overcommit myself right now because I don't know what the month is going to look like. Things could get a little hairy. So I want to see, kind of have a better idea of what July looks like before I say anything. August, I think, might be normal. We might have a normal August. In September and October, we tend to have a lot of little things going on that time of year, but is a lead up to the holidays. So I think October and November, I'm going to focus on finishing all of these scrap blankets and start putting these together. I'm going to try to spin you guys. So now, whoa, that cube right there. We have a bunch of gray yarn that are groups. And up above it, we have a bunch of white and black yarn. Upstairs, I have 2 sets of acrylic solids that are in that same group that I'm trying to use my way through. It's not that I want to get rid of them. I want them out of my stash because I'm not reaching for them, but I do still kind of like the yarns. I want to use them up, not just like throw them away or donate them. So I'm going to use those to join these. Now, I have not decided how I'm going to do these. I think I will probably use the Hooked by Robin continuous join for the granny squares just because I do like that join a lot. It's a very easy join once you get rolling on it, and it gives you really nice borders between the blocks. For the corner to corner, now I could be wrong, but I think Mikey over at the Crochet Crowd just did a continuous join for C to C blocks. If not, I might use his single chain to single border and take it from there and do a continuous join based off of the Hooked by Robin continuous join. But I haven't gotten that far yet on it. Right now I'm looking with the 56 squares I have now. As many as 4 granny square blankets are ready Like I have squares for those. I can do 3x4, so that's 12 blocks. C to C, I think I've got enough for 2 blankets right now. So my goal was 10 for the year. If I can finish my hexagon, do the 6 scraps. I finished the Harry Potter blanket already this year. I need to finish my spring blanket still. I have 2 make-along cowl blankets that I'm working. That would take me to 11 blankets this year. I've fallen way behind on my cows though, to be honest. But I still have the entire pink basket, and I'll show you where that is right now. I do still have this in single skeins that need to just be used up out of my stash. So I will probably get another 20 or so granny squares out of that. So that would be another as many as 2 blankets. But we'll see. We're going to play it by ear. We're going to see what happens. I do like, I've said all year, I feel like I haven't really done much, and that'll come into play in the video where I'm talking about having my stuff together and how to be a productive knitter, or crocheter. To be honest though, I only have like 33, 34 completed objects this year, which for me is not much. Like last year, Q1, had 33 finished items. So to not have that many finished items and still be like not even 25% into like the weight goal that I had, it's like starting to chafe a little bit and make me feel uncomfortable, because I'm like, I should have more done. I should have more done. Where's my proof I did things? And I have to keep reminding myself a lot of my time. I've been on the road a lot this year. I've been in the car a lot this year. I've had appointments this year. A lot of my time has been spent on blocks, which won't turn into finished objects until I turn them into finished objects. So it's a adventure mentally. So anyway, you guys, I spent way too long chit-chatting today. I spent 10 minutes not even showing you anything, and here I've spent another 20 minutes just yakking my face off. I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.